Hi everyone, my name is V, just like the letter V. I know it spells VY, but in Vietnamese, that's how it's pronounced. And a little bit about myself. I was born and raised in Vietnam for the first 16 years of my life, and I came here with my family, my parents, and my siblings when I was 16. I had to repeat 10th grade so that I can catch up. I remember navigating 3 ESL classes while other students was studying hardcore for SAT and trying to get themselves into the best colleges in the nation. And I could just barely speak anything. I basically started from the bottom. I didn't speak, write, read, or understand English. So that was a difficult start, but I have learned a lot, and it was such a humbling experience. Now that I could reflect back on what have I been through during the past 15 years that I have been living in this new country. So I decided to start this channel and make this first a video just because I want to be helpful to those out there who might be in similar shoes that I was in once 15 years ago, or even a few years ago when I made the decision to pursue medicine. Because if you haven't knew, it is one or it is the most difficult professional program and career to pursue in the United States. It's very difficult to get into medical school here. And yeah, a few more months and I'll be a medical student in one of the best schools in the state of Texas and in the nation. And it was a lot of work, but it was a rewarding journey. It was a humbling experience. And if I could go back, I would still wish that I could do the exact same thing that I did. There was things along the way which I will share in future videos that I wish it never happened, like families got sick and things that I wish it didn't happen, but it did, and I did learn from it as well. But today I will keep it short, just as an introductory, and just go over my background and eventually things that I want to focus on moving forward. So I told you about high school life. I then went to the University of Houston for my undergrad. At that time, medicine did cross my mind once very swiftly, just because that I remember thinking to myself, who am I to even dream that big, to even dream of becoming a physician? That is such a challenging, and only smart people could do it. And I could barely write an essay. I could only spoke a few complete sentences, and I still have a lot of accents, and I still couldn't fully understand people. So it came and gone, or it came and went away very quickly. But I found nursing through my brother at the time, who was going to nursing school, and hearing his stories and experience that he had in school and during his rotations, it was inspirational. And also, my dad was a nurse in Vietnam as well before the Vietnam War happened. So I decided to become a nurse, and I went to nursing school, and I landed my first job in the operating room. Well, to my surprise, that sparked another interest and dream. I spent a lot of time every day taking care of patients, going into surgeries, and I witnessed that relationship between the physicians and the patients, and I found that the career actually lines up with my goals in life. You know, as a nurse, I make differences in people's lives as well, and I knew that. I understand the significance, I understand the meanings that the career brings, but at the same time, I just keep dreaming about the kind of impacts that I can make as a physician, and being able to care for people in that capacity, you know, that made me finally decided that I want to go back and pursue medicine. And it was such a high stake decision because it's going to be a career change for me. And I knew that. And I knew that I have to invest a lot of time, effort, and financial expenses into this process. Thankfully, with my family's support, and they always believe in me, even though I have bumps, many bumps on the road to today. um, they stick around, and they never give up on me. So we're so very grateful for that. um, let's see, I told you about me being a nurse. I've been a nurse for 7 years, so I don't mind sharing my age. I am actually 31. I just turned 31 in October, and I just such a non-traditional student. You know, I applied a few times, actually 3 times. The first time I applied in October. I applied to one school because I just got my MCAT score back, and I got interviewed at that school. Again, very thankful for that opportunity, but I got waitlisted, and of course I didn't get out of the waitlist. The second time I made the same mistake. I was thinking to myself, well, I am a non-traditional student, and I don't have or know anyone who were pre-med at the time. So I didn't understand the process at all. I didn't understand how competitive it was to get into medical school. So I submitted my exact same application I had the year before, um, to that second time. And of course, I didn't have any interviews or acceptance. This time, I had 6 interviews after doing a post back and some research. Retook my MCAT to get a higher scores and excelled in more courses that is considered medical school level. So again, I learned a lot along the way every single day, and it was one of the best decisions. I landed 6 interviews this cycle, and so far I have a pre-match offer to medical school that is only available in Texas. That's the system that they use. So most students will be matched on the match day, which is, I believe, in February of next year. But I have a pre-match offer, and it's just so very thankful for that. You know, it still feels like a dream when I think about it. when I received that acceptance yesterday. But it's just encouraged me and inspired me to put myself out here and just hopefully help those who kind of look into pursuing similar path, and or just any path in life that might seem difficult at the time. But I do believe that if it is truly something you really want, you will find the means to do it. And I could have never done it by myself without all the helps from my mentors, my friends, my boss, people that I work with, people that I shadow, that I talk to, and huge family support along the way. So hopefully in the future you guys can give me tips and suggestions on what topics to make. My goal is to maybe tell and share a little bit about my life outside medicine, because I do have a really fun and meaningful life as well. I do other things just like any other human being, and some fun nursing stuff, and hopefully in medical school I have the time and I can share that journey with you guys as well. That's the goal. And most importantly, to give tips and advice on how to navigate the pre-med journey. um, I had my own personal pre-med journey and that was unique to me. But if you find my suggestions helpful, so please use that, um, because I got that from the professional who was in the post-bac programs with years of experience helping students. And I carry those valuable advice with me from now on, you know, and just tips on maybe how to study for the rigorous coursework or the MCAT, or how I write the essays, how I edit them, what the kind of language that I used, and application miscellaneous things, as well as interview tips. So please stay tuned, and I will see you guys in the next videos. Thank you.